Freaky pod with freaky freaks. Freaky guess who are freaks in the sheets. Freaky Mimi making freaky squeaks. Freaky Martin making freaky beats. Match my freak. Match my freak.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition, another episode, our third episode, actually, of Match My Freak. We're not one of those red pill podcasts. We're not here to shame women, shame the industry that honestly, all those red pill guys are contributing to anyway. We're here to celebrate, shed a positive light on sex workers, content creators, people in the adult industry, porn stars, normal people, influencers, comics, fellow freaks, like probably you if you're listening, and definitely me. So that is what Match My Freak is all about. We're about to go for an hour talking about everything under the sun, all kinds of debauchery, fun times, sexy times, and we're definitely going to get a little dirty. I'm Mimi Landrew. I'm a Los Angeles-based comedian. I'm your host. Today, I do have a special co-host because unfortunately, my boy Martin is super sick and he'll be back next week. But I'm here today with my good friend that actually met a couple of years ago at a comedy show, but I was a fan of his comedy, not his porn. Hadn't seen that yet. But I had to tune in for research purposes. So let's give it up for Adam X. Lee.
How's it going?
Hey.
I'm glad to be here
Adam?
today.
Hey. And Adam and I are here with newcomer, this French ingenue, Hope. Did I say that right?
Hope.
Okay, okay, I like it. Hope Fontaine.
Yeah.
Hey, Hope.
Hi.
What's going on?
I'm here. I'm very happy to be here.
You're here.
Yeah.
Hope, how long have you been doing porn?
Just starting a few months ago,
Okay.
like maybe 5 months ago, not even.
5 months ago? Adam, how long have you been doing porn?
Actually, I've been doing like studio porn only about a year and a half, maybe. My first scene was a year and a half ago.
Okay.
And then I started heavy in like 8 months ago. But I've been doing content creation for 5 years.
Okay.
So I got big on OnlyFans first. Well, TikTok first, and then OnlyFans.
Mhm.
And then within about the last year or so, I started doing studio work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. You weren't fucking on TikTok though.
No, unfortunately,
No.
you can't.
Yeah.
Like-
well, can you imagine? You'd definitely be banned in the U.S.
Called TikTok.
Right? TikTok? Oh my god.
TikTok. Oh, that's a
That'd
good
be
one.
a good one,
Hey,
right?
you can create a new app. Who knows?
I thought about this a few years ago. That's why I knew that one.
Adam, you also have, I call it your passion project, Successful Degenerates. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, of course. So Successful Degenerates was created mainly because I was labeled a degenerate for a while. And, I felt like what I was doing in life, I didn't think, like I've met good people who were porn stars or people who might be viewed degenerates to the real world. I've also met nurses and cops and lawyers that were pieces of shit, right? And so I wanted to create something like, how do you prove yourself? I was like, well, if you can be successful, nobody can argue with you. And true success is happiness.
Mhm.
So I created a page where it's kind of like you can come together no matter, white, black, Latino, trans, gay, whatever. And it's comedy for everybody because like laughter kind of breaks barriers. I love that.
Mhm.
And so we can joke on each other. We can learn a little something about it. And so I've been doing that for about, it used to be me and my ex on the page for a while, switched it over to Successful Degenerates about 2.5 years ago. And now I'm coming out with a brand new website here in January. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be really cool. It's going to be a whole different line of content,
Mhm.
which is more like full length videos and TV shows. And it won't just be like segments like TikTok.
Is it going to be porn or comedy or a little bit of both?
It's going to be uncensored television,
On
right? It's going to be everything. I want it to be, I don't want it to just be porn. I want you to tune in and be able to watch a TV show and it to be whatever you can imagine uncensored, right?
Mhm.
Like there is, like we don't have to deal with algorithms because it's on our own website. I mean, you got to like fit the credit card processing companies, right? Like you have to fit within their
yeah, their
standards.
guidelines.
But outside of that, it's kind of something cool. Like we can have a page where people, if you're into whatever you're into,
Mhm.
there's something there for you. You can feel accepted. If you don't know what you're into, you can also kind of explore, right? And there's no judgment. It's You want to be whatever you want. You want to be degenerate and go against the grain of what the world says you should be. You know what? Fuck it. At least be successful, and you can learn to do that here. All right?
I love that pitch.
shit.
Right?
I love that pitch. Speaking of success and degeneracy, I guess you two both kind of had like very mainstream, super respected by the vanilla crowd careers.
Yeah.
Adam, you were in the Marines?
Yes. Yeah. Back in 2009 to 13,
Okay.
I was a tanker, the ones that go on water.
Okay.
And but we deployed as infantry. Actually,
Okay.
we were part of the unit who responded to, if you remember, the attacks on Benghazi in
Yeah.
Libya. Our unit was one of the units that went in and took back over the embassy.
So you were in Benghazi.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you think there would be like a porn parody of Benghazi?
I mean, it could be.
I think that
it's
should
gonna
go
be
on your new
unsuccessful,
channel. To be honest.
That's unsuccessful degenerates.
Yeah. Let's just make sure you don't get whacked after it.
That
Could
was
it be exposing a lot more than just the truth? Anyways, Hope,
Yes.
what did you do before porn?
I was a chef my whole life. A
A chef.
freaky chef.
So you guys are both
I
in
like
like
Chef or freaky?
professions where, the stereotype is that everybody in the kitchen's fucking each other. The stereotype in the military is everybody is also fucking each other.
Yeah.
they?
I was an all-male unit, so unfortunately.
No.
We were fucking each other's wives is what it ends
Yeah.
up being.
Ooh, okay.
It's
okay.
unfortunate. Not me, but
No, you were a good boy back
Right?
then.
Yeah.
Is that true though, the stereotype?
No, it's not true.
Yeah.
It's not true. You have to, especially at the level I am at,
Mhm.
managing teams. You can't do that, especially in America.
Mm-hmm.
I would not have. I would have
No.
lost my job. I haven't lost my job. I haven't.
Right.
I don't know how I haven't gotten in trouble because I've said crazy shit.
Uh-huh.
I've done crazy shit, but I've been discreet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, you were ethical and moral in the kitchen.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, I've started very young. I started at 14 years old, so it's been 20 years ago.
Mhm.
So I've done that for 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, there was not many women in the
Mhm.
kitchen, and I worked with teams of 30 men. I was
Mhm.
the youngest. So I
Did
told
you ever experience sexual harassment in the kitchen?
yeah, but I was stronger. So that
Mhm.
really like teach me life about like
Mhm.
I don't take shit from a man because I've learned from it.
Mhm.
But
Nice.
I would just say I'm lesbian. You know, like that was too much. That was too much. Yeah, I'm lesbian, and then I just like every time a nice woman walk into the restaurant, they'll be like, check out that ass, check that ass, and I just became like this too. Like I'm like looking at women's butts in the street and stuff like that, and then it just become like, yeah, I'm lesbian. And then when they found out I was not lesbian, they were like, well, what the fuck? Why did you tell us that? I'm like, oh, this is so overwhelming. So many men around and everything. But
Yeah.
I ended up being a little bit of lesbian.
You are a
it's
little
fine.
bit of a lesbian.
Fake it till you make it, right? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that probably helps now in your new career field, huh?
Yeah,
Of course,
definitely.
of
Yeah,
course.
gotta be open-minded. Yeah.
What made you want to start doing porn after
Wow.
being a chef?
I mean, yeah, I've been freaky my whole life. I'm very professional, so I was very focused into my work. But I will masturbate in the bathroom at work.
Did you
things
wash
like
your
that.
hands before you started like making croissants again?
I hope not.
Like,
Before and after. Yeah, of course.
You got a picture.
Before two, yeah. But like, yeah, I was really like a big sex. Always been a big
Mhm.
space in my life. Sex addict. So
Mhm.
I've just learned to, like, the switch was pretty easy because I've started going to lifestyle parties and I was like, oh my gosh, I belong here. This is where I'm comfortable.
Mhm.
I'm quite shy outside of work. When I'm at work in the kitchen, I'm leading, so I'm talking loud.
Right,
But
right.
outside of that, I'm quite shy. And then going to lifestyle parties, I was like, oh wow, I belong here.
Mhm.
So yeah, little by little, I
Yeah.
was like, okay, I'm gonna do a switch.
So can you tell, and Adam, feel free to chime in with this.
Yeah, of course. I
For
think we know
our
where we're going.
viewer and listener, what is a lifestyle party?
That's you know it as swingers, but unfortunately, our swingers got such a bad rep, right? It was like, you think of like the 70s, everybody's got a mustache and they're all fucking each other, like huge orgies. And sometimes that happens. But like most of the time, swingers are just like, it is kind of a branch off of ethical non-monogamy. It's really cool. Like, like you're saying, you felt like you belong there. I've been in many swinger parties. And if you get the right group, right?
Yeah.
Like, because there can be bad people, or not bad people, just people who are immature, who have bad relationships, who don't have good intentions within the community. But yeah, swinging is known as lifestyle now because it's a little bit less harsh of a word, right? Sounds a little bit better, you know, and it's really cool because it's a lifestyle, right? It's what you make of it. It's learning to live how you and your partner agree to see fit, and it's a really cool thing to be.
So the people that you swing with, do you also just like go to lunch and like coffee and just do like normal stuff with them? Like, are you friends outside of the swinging party?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a mom, so like the fact that I've met other parents and we actually, I mean, everybody's kind of freaky inside, but not everybody's open about it. So what I've learned about it is that what I love is everybody comes from different backgrounds, different religion, ethnicity, in different age. So, but we all have the same point in common.
Sure.
We all cut the crap. We cut the bullshit. We real. So we live our desire, our fantasy, and everybody's more happy if you're able to be open with your partner about what you really like. Because I don't think one person can satisfy another person all the time. This is not realistic. It puts so much pressure on men and women to try to be perfect for his partner. And if you start to be open and talk about it, not everybody's going to be open about it. But that's really like what's bound me into this how do we say, the community, because you can just be real, be yourself.
Yeah, I want to chime in on this just because it is beautiful to be lifestyle. The most successful couples I've ever met, happiest couples, swingers, lifestyle, like, and that doesn't mean like everybody's got different standards of what that means. You don't like, and some people when they are a swinger, they think everybody just fucks everybody, but every relationship's different. Every relationship you build your boundaries according to what you want, you know? Sometimes just people have sex with other people in the room. They don't have sex with anybody else. They just have sex with a partner. And you can slowly learn what you like. Some people like orgies. Some people like one-on-one. Some people play separate. Some people play together. And it's really beautiful with you and your partner, like, because you open up conversations that you would never have. Think about how many boyfriends or girlfriends or husbands or wives that you've had, and all the things that you never talked to them about, all the things you could never tell them when being in this type of relationship. You can tell them everything. If you're attracted to someone, you can tell them. You want to fuck someone, you want to get gangbang, like, you can talk to your partner. And the beautiful thing is there's no judgment.
Right.
Okay. Maybe your other partner's not on that same page yet, but you're opening the door to amazing conversations. And I believe that without those conversations is why marriages fail, because they never get to tell their partner certain things. And because of that, it creates a need to lie. And when you lie, that creates a divide. And over time, whether it be a day or 10 years, eventually that relationship will crack.
I agree with that. Right? I agree with that. I mean, as a product of divorce, you know, and not being honest about, you know, sexuality and urges, I would definitely agree with that.
I mean, it is hard. Like, truth is hard. Truth hurts. Sometimes it's like, even as relationship, it's hard to tell the truth, but it's gonna hurt sometimes. But if you're open with yourself, you so much more free. I know so many men. I've talked to many men, been in relationships with few men that are married, and it's so like it's hard for them. It's hard for everybody because they just have to lie. They can't.
Right. Well, people get off online too.
Yes.
And you know what I found also, it's like, and you know, and women too. I'm not going to make this like man bashing, but a lot of men, they find a lot of pleasure in keeping a secret, like with cheating and stuff like that. So I feel like with a lot of men, they couldn't do the swinger lifestyle because they wouldn't want to share their woman. And they want to see like whoever the woman that they're with getting pleasure from another man or woman or whatever. But I'm sure that there's women that feel that way too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I think men, there is this idea where it's like letting your woman have sex with someone else is what men think. Like, oh my God, it's viewed as property almost. And it's kind of sick, but it's the way that society is ran. And when you get into this lifestyle, you start to realize like, you don't own anybody, right?
Yeah.
And when your partner is allowed that freedom, it's beautiful. Because I've said this, I want to know my partner could have anybody in the world that they wanted, but they choose to be with me, right? That's the beauty in it. And she knows that she can have anybody she wants, but she's next to me. You know, she goes home with me at the end of the night. She gets the experience of the things and actually like when you're a swinger, the desire to fuck other people is so much less because you know you can. But when you can't,
that's true. Yeah.
you see everybody like, oh, I wish I could.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like trapped in a cage.
Yeah.
And men want to be able to have sex with other women, but unfortunately, they don't want their women to have sex, like you said, with other men. And so that's why they lie, because they would never want their woman to know, because then that opens a door that women could cheat on them.
Right.
I lived it.
You lived it?
Yeah, I lived that.
Right.
I lived with a cheater and lied when got caught.
They love that.
I had proof. I had everything. Kept on lying. I was like, wait, I'm open-minded. Can we talk about it?
Right.
I try to say, actually, like women, I've never said it. Can we start to open a conversation? No, it was no conversation, just lied. So, I mean, truth is hard. Truth hurts.
Yes.
So it's people that are started as a monogamous relationship. It is hard to do a transition if they want to do it, and maybe their partner is not going to want it.
Right.
So it's a lot of commitment, and I mean.
Do you guys have a lot of pineapples in your house? That's like the swinger symbol.
Yeah, it is. I eat pineapple.
Yeah, I used to, but I'm single right now.
That's for your job. That's for
supposed to make the pussy taste
Yes.
Yeah.
And the semen, is that right?
Yes, it's supposed to make it taste better.
Okay.
I've never tasted it though, so I'm just going off of the word.
I like pina colada. It's my type of pineapple. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, guys, that's so funny. So what kind of porn do you normally do now, Hope? Like what's like been your, but I guess like what you've been more drawn to, or are you still kind of at the top, like as a newcomer where you can't like really choose your scenes, you kind of have to do whatever the agency like wants you to do?
Yeah.
How does that work?
I mean, on my private life, on my private time, I've done a lot. I haven't done a lot in camera yet, but I'm open to so much. But right now, I've done boy girls, regular, done anal, and I'm so excited because at the end of the week, I get my first DP. Double penetration. So I'm really excited.
Nice.
I've never done it on camera, so I was like, should I do it already? Is that early? And I had this conversation with my agent, and she's like, "You already do anal, so go for it." You know?
You should be fine. Are you going to go airtight, or are you just going to do DP?
What is airtight?
Airtight.
I don't know all the vocabulary, so
I'm teaching the porn star something. I love this. Okay, so airtight.
I've heard that. I'm so happy that I get to ask what it is.
Okay, so airtight. Okay, I'm not an expert, but it is when every hole is filled. So I guess your ears if you have micro penis. Just kidding. Your mouth.
I'll put my finger.
Yeah, your mouth, and then both of your pussy and your butthole.
So you need 3 cocks.
Yeah, 3 cocks. Adam's here. Adam can tap in.
I'll only have 2, but I'm sure we can.
Yeah, so
put a dildo somewhere in there.
So airtight. I think you should be like, hey, you know what? I want to go airtight.
Yeah.
And you should be like, what? Got to start right here.
I'll use it.
Yes. So you mentioned though, a few minutes ago, you said sex in your sexy accent, sex addict. Is that you think you're a sex addict, or do you think you just really enjoy sex?
I'm a sex addict. I'm a. How do you say when you're able to go through your day and you're an addict, but you can do it? You can. I don't know the vocabulary.
You can do it.
No, like I'm still able to have a life.
Right.
You're functional. I'm a functional addict.
Yeah. Functional.
Yes, as I'm responsible. But
so does that mean, in your personal, you have to have sex every day?
Yeah.
Or does that include masturbation, or that
includes masturbation.
Okay.
But the fact that this is my job, it gives me so much more I'm so much strict about it, so much discipline, because before I will get off work and be like, I need a fuck, and I will get any random I could find, and then I will end up being like, this was not any good.
There's a lot of dick out there that's total trash.
And then I was like, wait, then I need more, because I was not satisfied. I was not satisfied. And then I will go all week and sleep maybe 2 hours a night, get back to work, because I have kids too. So bring the kids to school, go to work all day, and then be like, I need more. Let's get some more. But then that just become too much.
Yeah.
And so now, I mean, I'm a very professional person. I like to do a good job and be proud of what I'm doing. So it really gave me that very discipline where I also have more choice now, where I can pick the good ones too. So
right, and you probably know it's probably going to be good too, because you know that's who you just did like a porn scene with. So you're like, okay. So do you ever call those people up and be like, hey, that was a good time shooting the other night. Do you want to come over? I just really need to get off. Do you ever do that? I would do that if I were you.
It happens. Yeah, it happens. But I mean, now I can go a few days without having to have sex.
Okay.
I know how to masturbate really well. So I can be good. I think I've mastered my independence sex addiction, where I don't need someone to please me.
Yeah.
So this is good. But every time if I go to a party, even if it's not a sex party, I expect if I go out, I gotta have sex.
Right.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. I was like that in college.
Anyway,
Adam,
it's not fun.
Yeah.
Would you say that you just enjoy sex? Or are you a sex addict?
Well, I mean, I've been an addict of everything, honestly.
Yeah.
I've been a sex addict, a gym addict, a heroin addict at one point.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What was that?
Heroin as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, about 8 years ago, I got clean off it. But when I got out of the Marine Corps, the Marine Corps and the VA was prescribing Percocets to everyone. I mean, for any injury. Percocets are opioids.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
And so, I mean, being 23 years old, and being handed a bottle of pills, I mean, we're like, hell yeah. And I was competing in bodybuilding at the time, so I couldn't drink, but I could do one of these pills and go out and have a good time. So yeah, that led down a couple bad roads. So I know I'm an addict. I have to pick and choose the things that I can and can't have in my life. I've been addicted to sex before. Right now, no, I'm not. I'm happy in my sex life. I've been able to realize, like she was saying, when you have it every day, it becomes less it's like having fast food, right?
Yeah, you don't have to chase
fast
it,
food versus waiting for a home cooked meal.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
And maybe giving it a couple of days to have it with someone you actually enjoy.
Right.
You know, and sometimes it's new and that's cool. But then sometimes I am single right now, but I have a couple different girls I see here and there. They know each other, or they know of each other, right? It's not like I'm within a relationship where it's not known. It comes from the swinger background, honestly. I'm a very honest person.
Yeah.
So I will be open and honest upfront to the girls immediately, let them know where I'm at. And so I actually enjoy that sex. It's amazing. And I mean, also I'm having sex on camera a lot, which is very different than real sex. But yeah, I would say I have been an addict of something my entire life. I just have to pick and choose. Right now, I try to focus. I try to balance it a little bit, so it's not addiction to one thing. I have work addiction and gym addiction.
Yeah.
And right? I balance it, so I make sure I hit the gym, 4 to 5 times a week. I make sure I'm doing my work. So it's taking that drive for something that used to be one thing at a time and putting it into several things that are more healthy.
There's
right?
healthy addiction. I think sex, if you do it right, that can be a healthy addiction. I don't need drugs if I'm having sex. I have the high of
and
it.
you get a workout too.
Exactly.
So,
yeah, it's a workout. Yeah, exactly.
You sweat.
Right.
It's good for your skin.
Yeah,
all the moisture, the wetness.
Must be the best, I think, addiction someone can have.
I agree with that, because with the workout addiction, it can just get a little bit too crazy.
The workout?
Yeah, workout addiction. Work out 5-6 hours a day. Yeah.
No, I don't work out like that anymore. I keep it balanced.
Yeah, keep it balanced.
Which that's really cool. I'm proud of that now. Of addiction. So I actually studied addiction, right? I got my bachelor's in psych. I was a counselor for adolescents with addictions. And so, addiction, you could be physically addicted to something, but it not be a problem, right? Like we're all addicted to water, but we don't, you know what I mean? Like we need it every day. Technically that's an addiction. And so addiction becomes a problem when it is interfering with your life, when the pros of it outweigh the cons. So that's what, I know I have an addict's brain, but I try to make sure that everything that I'm doing, the pros outweigh the cons, and there's enough different things I'm doing that it's not just into one thing, because I know if I pour too much into one thing with anything, like the gym, you said it could be too much, drugs or alcohol or sex, anything, if it's too much, can become a problem if it's stealing from your life. So I try to keep that balance to where it never does.
Yeah, balance is everything.
Right.
I can tell, like, as a mom, like, I would not be a happy mom if I would not have an outside life. But if I were, but being a mom fulfill me, but I do need my time where it makes me enjoy my kids better to have a happy outside life.
Well, I mean, you told me some of the restaurants, you worked in prior to the show, they're like acclaimed, amazing restaurants. So you're obviously like extremely accomplished, but I can't even imagine how difficult that schedule must be with raising a family as a single mom. So like, how do you feel like that porn has like been beneficial to your, your life, and even like, I don't know how to say it, raising your kids, just because of like the time, like your work-life balance is probably incredible now, because you can work during the day and make, probably 10 times the money while your kids are in school.
Well, it's a life-changing, I can't believe how great it is. It's been so, I mean, I've been a chef my whole life, and now I do a little bit of private chef. But the switch of life quality is so good, because being a chef, you're working holidays, you work every time you're supposed to have fun with your family, have a quality time, you're actually working, because you have to serve other people. And it's been so much. It's been a few years that I arrived to a saturation point, and I'm, like I said, I'm very professional. I have a high expectation of myself, so I kept on pushing, and I pushed too hard on myself. And I just decided, like, have a life. You're gonna be able to take care of your kids. It's gonna be okay. It was very stressful to quit my job, because it's like, what am I doing? Am I going through a life crisis right now? But no, it actually makes sense. I have so much more time with my kids, just like you said, like, I'm able to work during the day. I make as much money working 1-2 days a week versus working 6 days and being on call. There's always someone sick at the restaurant. You gotta cover. There's always something. So it's definitely life change. I'm so blessed for that.
That's great. What about you? Like, how did you start in porn?
Well, I started on TikTok.
Right, that whole TikTok thing. But what was like
the TikTok?
What made you start an OnlyFans?
So, well, we started something that we didn't think, me and my ex, we started something that we didn't think was going to go that far. But I mean, we had a little YouTube, and our friend told us to get on TikTok. I'm researching algorithms while I'm driving a truck, every day, 8 hours a day, going to nursing school at night, and still making TikToks every single day, and trying to figure out which, algorithms fit to where, or which length of TikToks are the best. And we start blowing up. We get 700,000 followers, million followers, 1.5 million, 2 million. And we're like, well, where's the money? Like, TikTok's not paying. We have all these followers. I mean, this is worth something.
Right.
And so, we started trying to do ads and stuff, and we're already swingers, so we're pretty open sexually. And we looked at each other and like, well, this whole OnlyFans thing is going on. Like, all we have to do is masturbate and fuck each other, and we already do that. So we just put up a camera. I think we're pretty cool about that, So we did, and I was very nervous at first, because we're in nursing school, right? If anybody finds out, we're gonna get fired, or kicked out. I don't know what that, expelled, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, there we go. And so it was very, very like hard for us to get started. We didn't know if our family was gonna find out, but there was a TV show that we did, and we're on Good Sex, okay? And we didn't know what we were going to say. And, we tried to figure it out. We go, fuck it. We learned from our gay friends what we appreciated about them the most is nobody argues with them about being gay, because they just fucking own it. And so we're like, all right, we're going to go out and own it. We're going to claim we're swingers. We're on OnlyFans. We're saying everything. And we did it for the TV show. And since then, it's just been amazing. I've not had a single lie in my life. I'm not big for lying. I hate lying. And so that moment is the biggest, like, it was the most freedom I've ever had. Being able to tell my story before anybody else can. You know, people talk shit, of course, because everybody's, oh, now they got something on you, but they don't have anything on me.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right? Because, you know, they're like, oh, Adam does this. Yeah, he talks about it online.
Yeah.
So
yeah, there is a lot of honesty, I will say, like in sex work, especially like
Right.
leading with it. You know, you know, even with women I know that, you know, do porn or like adult content or sex workers. You know, I would say 99% of the time they do lead with that, and it will kind of weed out people, you know, in like dating, you know, or whatever, who don't have like the best intentions, right?
Yeah. I mean, I had some experiences where, yeah, like I would date a guy and then he will try to fuck me like he was trying to compete with a porn star, and I'm like, wait, like there's no camera, we cool, I'm human,
Yeah,
you
he's
can
like,
make love to me too,
this is how
like
you do it,
know,
right?
like
yes.
like yeah, we're human,
different.
Was
we
he
have
just trying to
feelings,
jackhammer
like
you? Was he trying to just like jackhammer you?
I don't remember.
That's what most men
I
think
think I
is
remember,
porn.
and I remember I had a scene like this the same day. I was already a little sore. I'm like, I'm not in a performing mood right now. I wanna chill, you know.
Yeah.
Like I was like, no, this is too much. This is too much. Like I kept on saying, no, it's too much. Like I'm not performing. Like we just. I mean, consent is always everything, and we human. So like we're not always like want to have like crazy sex, crazy positions. We're already doing it, so it's good to have a balance. And
you want romance.
Yeah, a little bit.
Romance.
Yeah, I can get some.
Oh, yeah.
Once in a while, you know.
Gosh, what would you do like though, like working in porn and like being exposed to like a lot of, I guess, like great cocks? What do you do if you like meet a guy out in the wild and he like has a micro penis?
How micro?
There's levels.
Like 3.
3
like,
inches?
like 2.5.
What is that?
Like
Talk to me, centimeter.
oh gosh, I can't do metrics.
I don't know how that.
Yeah.
Men are very proud of showing me their cock.
They
for
are.
reason. Like,
So you feel like the
I
ones with
don't
the
ask, you know, they send me dick pics all the time. So I will already.
Honestly, it's probably like a repellent because I mean, I don't know, but like a lot of men are delusional. But like if I like met some like hot porn star and I was a dude and I knew I had like a small dick, I'd be like, yeah, I can't.
So
show it.
actually, I'm getting there where some men like to be humiliated about it.
Oh
about
yeah, those are the best ones.
Yeah.
They like to be what?
Humiliated.
Oh,
Be
yeah.
Tell
And
me
get some
how
money
my
from
cock
him.
is small, and look, tell me how bad I am and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I can eat his ass like that.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's okay.
Are you good at like humiliation? Like, are you? Because I would imagine with your accents, it would be pretty hot.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
I'm working on it. That's the next step because I'm a very nice person at heart. I don't like to hurt people.
Really?
But so it's a little hard for me, but I'm a pleaser. So if someone really into that, I can learn it.
I like humiliating men, so I can give you some pointers. I can give you some things to say, and they'll sound way better in your accent than like this awful redneck one. Okay, listen, you little dick bitch, you little pig. Yeah.
That's funny. I have to chime in because there's so many things she said that actually being on the opposite, like the flip side, the male side, is different. Because first off, yes, having sex with a woman and them knowing I'm in porn, they like, you know, they're like, they think that porn is like, you know, what I want. And I'm like, no, like I was like, if you think that I'm having sex, I'm like making love on porn, I'm gonna put a camera up in the corner of the room, okay? When we have sex, all right? You see how boring it is because when the camera's on there, like I'm leaning back trying to fuck, right? I'm leaning over from the back of the couch trying to do a fucking train one time, having the worst time of my life, just struggling to just keep a boner. So I'm like fucking sweating my ass off. Yeah, I said if you put the camera up in the corner of the room, you know what you see? We're like this because I like to fuck right here. I like passion. I like, yeah, you can go hard occasionally, but you read the room, you know? You go slow, you go fast, I love good, passionate sex, and you can't have that on camera.
Yeah.
And I think like people miss out on that because they watch porn and they see something that's not real. You know what I mean? And honestly, it's funny. I see a bunch of dicks too, because when people find out I'm a porn star, the first thing they say is, how do I get into porn? How can I do porn?
Yeah.
Then like 5 minutes later, they're showing me a picture of their dick. Like, that's pretty big, right? And I'm like, bro, I did not want to see your fucking dick, dude. I'm like, what am I, like the gatekeeper of porn? Like, yes, that dick is big enough. You can go into porn now. Like, no, I'm not. So please stop showing me pictures of your dicks. No girl does that with pussy. Like, hey, is this pussy enough?
Yeah, you want to see?
Let me taste it and I'll let you know.
That's true. That's really an excellent point. I've never thought about that. It's not like women are going around like being like, look at my pussy. Look at this like sea creature. Not that it looks. I mean, I'm gonna stop talking. You know,
It's a beautiful flower.
I'm like, yeah, it's a
Right.
flower. It's like a fleshy. What? All right, continued anyway. But you mentioned, like porn. It's not real, but it is real.
Yeah.
It's something like that's unique about you is that you don't discriminate when it comes to film because that
Yes.
is your job. Can you tell like a little bit more about that?
I'm assuming you mean by I do gay, trans, and straight porn as well. So I'm straight, but I started with straight content on OnlyFans, and the gay community of Boys Town is like our best friends. Well, me and my ex. And so we were the straight couple back then of Boys Town, right? And so we go out, and there's like, just like in the swinging world, there was a few OnlyFans creators. Some of my gay friends were like, hey man, you gotta start doing some gay shit because you're gonna make some money. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe not. And so, one day they're like, hey man, what if we just sucked your dick? And I was like, I see what you're trying to do, man. we're bros. The camera's gonna get forgotten to be put up, right? So, you can use Trimax. It's something you can take where your dick is hard no matter what. You can fuck a wall.
Trimax?
Yes, it's prescribed by a doctor. Most of the time, for me it is. And it's actually a small insulin needle that you put into the base of your dick.
Oh.
And I know it sounds horrible, but it's really not that bad. It's like a little pinch, and that dick will get hard no matter what. I mean, you could be staring at your grandmother and trying to fuck a horse, and you're not going to be able to put that dick down. I'm telling you, it's hard no matter what. So, with that said, I tried it. I'm like, whatever, man. All right. So, and the first one I ever did, you can see it because I watch straight porn, and I'm like, because I feel his mustache, and men's lips are bigger, and I'm like, everything just feels masculine about this blowjob. And
But do men suck better though?
No.
Really?
Well, let me put it this way.
They're so passionate about it. I like to watch that.
You would think so, but you have to think about this. If I was bisexual or gay, then yes, it would suck better.
Yeah.
But if you're not into the person sucking your dick, okay, if your grandma's eating your pussy, you're not gonna be attracted to it, right? If someone that you're not as attracted to, and that's why I don't want to say an unattractive male, because that's still more attractive to me, or I would think like an unattractive female than a male is, because I'm just not into men.
Yeah.
But I can have a great time on camera. The gay community is one of the best. They are the best people out there. They are amazing. They're my best friends. And can you have a connection with a man that's not sexual? Yeah, you can be like, you can film together. You can I'll tell you what, the gay community, I am always the leader in any group I'm in, right? I gotta be the person guiding the way. I got into the gay community during a time of a lot of stress. They took me in and they were like, they made me feel normal. Like, okay, so what, you like to have sex with other people? Like, with you and your partner consenting to it? Like, that's fine, You live a lifestyle that's a little crazy, so do we. And they're very successful. And, during some of my hardest points in my life, the gay community, I've never been held by a man. That took me a second, okay? I went to a room and I had a lot of shit going on in my life. And I was trying not to break down. And a buddy of mine comes in the room and he just holds me. And I'm like, I've never been held by a man, and I was held by a man, and I just fucking let it go, and it was different. It was different. It wasn't sexual.
I don't know if it's good to be held by a man.
It was a passionate moment of being there for one another, that we got to break through those barriers without worrying about sexuality. And that was really cool. So
Sounds like a brotherhood to me.
Yeah, it was amazing.
So when homeboy with a mustache is sucking your dick, you're like, good job, bro.
Right.
Good job, bro. Way to get your head in the game,
Yeah.
Right. It's still fun on camera. They're fun people to shoot with. I'm not into it, but my dick gets hard, so it's pretty easy. You got to act and you just do it.
Thanks to the Trimax.
Right?
Keeps your pee-pee hard.
Yeah.
Everybody remember that. But you have to have a doctor's prescription. No street Trimax for you guys. So I want to, there's like a segment that we do here on Match My Freak. Normally, me or Martin read a freaky Reddit story, but now we have the real life protagonist of a sexy, crazy story here today. And Hope and I are going to see if we can match the freak of that story. I want you to tell me the freaky story you told me you had for us.
If at any point this is too bad, you just let me know.
Oh, well, it's not going to be edited anyway, so just let it rock.
All right. So me and a girl I was seeing probably about a year ago, coming to find out that she is into some like BDSM, right? And so, we started exploring that. I'm like, pain is pain and sex is sex. Like if I get slapped or something like that, I'm ready to fight, all right? So like, I don't really associate the two, but she did. And so we started exploring it, and, we had done it a couple times. Well, she informs me that she's into something called CNC. Are you familiar with consensual non-consent?
Okay.
They're
consenting. So rape fantasies.
They're consenting.
Rape fantasy.
Yes. And so as a guy, I'm like, whoa, hang on. There's some waivers or something here, like I want to make sure you're comfortable. And so we discussed it, and we've been talking about it for a while. One night we get home from a party, and my roommate's not home. Nobody's in the whole house. I'm thinking like, oh my God, this is our first night at the house alone. We can, I got outfits all over the house because, I constantly shoot with different girls. So I was like, you can be a school teacher, you can be this, you can be that. I was like, wait, you like CNC? And she goes, yes. I was like, give me 30 minutes. I sat her on the couch, okay? I'm like, you just sit there. I'm going to come up with a story. I came up with a story, okay? I was 3 different characters. I had 3 different outfits. I had a backpack. And I said, when I come back in, I'm going to be someone else. Okay. I said, give me your phone. I changed my numbers to different names. Okay. I got carried away with it, but it was cool. She was loving it. She was amazing. And we checked in, and we had a code word, everything was great.
Uh-huh.
So I go outside, I get in my truck, and I can't remember the whole story, but it was somewhere along the lines of this. She was the babysitter, right? And the children that she was babysitting, the dad, okay, hang on. You don't know that yet, okay? The boyfriend's coming to come see her, okay? The boyfriend's going to come see her, okay?
Okay.
So the boyfriend comes. I walk in as a boyfriend. Now he's like the high school like football captain or whatever, but he's like slut shaming, right? So he's like, we don't do that shit. You would be a slut, right? Like if you like, so he's like, we're never gonna have sex because you're not a hoe like that, right? So they make out and that's it, okay?
And then he leaves.
He leaves. Okay. Guess who comes in?
The dad.
It's a third character, okay? It is.
So you do the 3 characters?
I'm all 3 characters.
Holy shit, okay.
Now comes in the guy that she's cheating on him with, the bad boy, okay?
Okay.
And they're about to go all the way tonight, all right?
Okay.
So they're getting all the, like getting down, right? Just like with a little bit of foreplay at that point to build her up. And then I kick the couch. I'm like, oh, what was that noise? And I go outside to find out what that noise was. Here's what's getting crazy, okay? I call her I'm the bad boy. I'm like, hey, babe, do you know who drives this car? And she goes, no, I think that's her dad. And I'm like, I'm like, close the phone, right? Mm-hmm. Now I'm the dad, okay? And I'm sending her pictures.
And you did an outfit change.
Oh, yeah, I have all of them, okay? I sent her a picture. This is your dead boyfriend. I had to look up dead boyfriends on Google. I might be banned from Google. I might be flagged. I shouldn't get on an airplane anytime soon, okay? So I sent her, this is your dead boyfriend. And the other one, I got tied up out here. And if you don't come out here, I'm going to kill him too. Okay. So she had to walk out into our back deck. Okay. What I did is I climbed in through the window. She thought I was going to be outside. I was back in the house. So when she walked outside, I came from behind her, grabbed her, and we pulled in. And it wasn't like big show. It was just like, we were still play struggling. Okay. And but everything, we did like kick everything over, which is part of the story in the end. We go to the bedroom, I tie her up. We do all these crazy stuff for the next 2 hours, okay? At one point though, I needed help with something. I think eventually I was gonna take a shot at Trimex. And I needed help with it. And I was like, looked at her, she's like, do you need help? And she's like tied up. I was like, yeah, do you mind? And we untied her. I bring her to the bathroom, like, are you okay? Like, are you fine? She's like, I'm having a blast. I said, okay, I just want to make sure you're good. I was like, because this guy's a real asshole, So we check in, we talk to each other. She's great. I'm like, anything else that you want to have happen? She's like, no, it's perfect. Okay. So we go back at it for a while until we realize that she's also in porn and she's got a scene in LA in about 4 hours that we forgot about, and we got to get on the fucking road. So end of story. But that was one of the craziest things I've ever done. And it was a lot of fun. And it was really cool to explore someone else's fantasy in a way that they wanted to. And, that's a difficult one to be. Like, I want to go all out for her, which I feel like I did. But I also don't want to. Right? I don't want to push it too far.
So was that the dad?
Yeah, that was the dad who ends up having sex with her. And you come to find out that he had like killed other people and stuff like that.
So you have like a whole backstory for these people too. So did you just think of this in your head in like 10 minutes?
No, it took me about 45 minutes.
Okay, well,
yeah.
Still.
I wanted something pretty crazy, and so like I went pretty elaborate with it. And she said it was the best CNC she's ever had. So.
Honestly, that should win an AVN, that scene.
Right?
That is, AVN, are you listening? That was literally crazy. Hope, do you have anything that can match Adam X. Lee's freak?
Wow. I mean, that was not a scenario like this. I actually had this fantasy at a point. I can relate to that.
Uh-huh.
And I've communicated to my ex-partner, and he decided to do it. I told him I don't want to know when it's going to happen. That's the thing. Like, I don't want to know when it's going to happen. And he came to my house. I was late after work, so I didn't know that he got into the house. And then he got into my bathroom, and he took my phone, and he acted like the jealous boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, unlock your phone. I want to see who you're talking to. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that. And he's like, what is your code? I said, I have no idea. I only knows it when... And at the moment, I really think he's losing his shit. I'm like, why is he doing that? What is wrong with you? We open, like, what is going all of a sudden, And then he left upset. So I come to him because I'm like, what's going on?
Right.
And then he's like, if you're not going to open your phone, like, we're done. And it's just like, that was this like traumatic, like, I don't know. I was like, what happened with him? Like, and then, yeah, so we got at it because he was like, wait, baby, don't leave. And so I start like sucking him. And then he's like, I don't even want you anymore. And so I was like, what the fuck is going on? So he ended up grabbing me, and he was, he's 6'8".
Oh,
and he threw me on the, I was just moving in. He threw me in a mattress bed. It was an inflated mattress that was not inflated enough. So he fucked up my back, he literally fucked up my back. So that I was like, what the fuck? And he's like, and that's where I understood. He's like, are you okay? I was going into into my scenario right now. I was like, I was not aware. I really thought I was a real thing. So and so I was like, but it's okay. I like it. Let's do it. So we just kept on doing it. And then I ended up with a scratch back, like a lot of marks. And I had a blast. It was one of the best experience. But not enough communication. Like, that was like,
that was like, whoa, what's happening?
Like,
okay. You want to see my phone? Hell no. I do not need a man going through my phone.
No. I was like, what the fuck is going on? You don't do that. So I would like talk back and stuff. So that really like, was kind of a fight. It was hot.
Do you think that he actually like fucked up, but he's like, oh fuck,
yeah,
maybe I played the CNC thing?
Yeah, he did.
I'll know that next time I get crazy, like if I get like, oh man, I'm out of line now. Oh no, I'm doing CNC. It's all part of your fantasy.
I haven't said that to any other guys after. Like, I'm not even that much into it no more. Like, don't break my back.
You're like, that scratch has been itched.
I got pictures of it. I kept the pictures as memory because I'm like, this is dope. Like, I'm keeping that, but I lived it.
Honestly, I don't have anything that matches that freak. I don't know if I can. I've dated a guy in LA long enough to even be like, hey, I've got this fantasy now. This is what I want to do now. So, who knows? Maybe CNC is in my future. But I don't know, was your old partner, was she like laughing the whole time? Because that's just so zany and creative, or she was just really like, yeah, because I'd be like, I think I'd be like, you're hot, so I'd be like, yeah, I'm into this, but also be like, what the fuck, dude, this is so funny.
That's the crazy thing. She was in porn as well. So she held character
So
amazing.
oh wow.
I was surprised, like, because I was trying not to laugh at many parts. One time, only time she broke character is when she saw me trying to like do the Trimex needle. And you know what? I had a couple drinks, so I was like, she's like, do you need a little bit of help?
Did you film that?
No. This was all just
so
us.
real, like, real life experience.
I really think I think Dorcel should become calling you. You need to write for them.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of writing, this brings us to the part of the show where Martin, when he's normally here with me, and now today it's just me, we write a porn script that we do as a table read. And so I kind of took a little bit from y'all's backgrounds, and I wrote a little short scene, because they say that porn has bad writing. Well, I beg to differ. This is going to be award-winning adult content we are about to say for you guys and act out as best we can. So I'm going to start here. Exterior, Camp Pendleton Beach morning. Corporal Lee, a muscled up, mullet head soldier, emerges from the water wearing a camouflage Speedo. Ooh. There are no dress codes or mandatory hairstyles in the modern military. It's 2029. And we just want to, expose men. Waiting by the shore is authoritative blonde, blowing a whistle to make the mullet figure hurry and get out of the water. Her name? General Mimi. You looked good out there swimming those laps, Corporal Lee. General Mimi slaps Corporal Lee on the ass.
All right.
Again, we need the sound effect. Your turn.
Do you want me to say? Okay.
Yeah.
Ow! Why do you always hit me so hard?
Because I can. I make the rules. You obey them, and you like it. General Mimi and Corporal Lee share a quick laugh. Actually, I want to give you a new job in the military, working with Colonel Hope. She's here in America on behalf of the French.
Bonjour, I'm Colonel Hope, here from the Paris Regiment.
Bonjour, Colonel Hope.
Oh, bonjour, Colonel Hope. Sorry.
I have wonderful things about this. I've heard wonderful things about this baguette of yours.
You want to see my my baguette?
Oh, oui, baguette.
All right. Yeah, let me get that out for you.
Corporal Lee starts rummaging through his rucksack. He pulls out a baguette. What the helly?
Oh, no.
Colonel Hope jerks the baguette out of Corporal Lee's grasp and starts unbuttoning Corporal Lee's pants.
Right.
Wait, that's it? I think I like the other baguette more.
Come on. Big things come in small packages. Hang on a second.
I didn't see that yet, but okay.
That's what I tell him. But you know what we can do with this big stale baguette? After all, Corporal Lee hasn't been taking orders well lately. Corporal Lee shudders in fear.
I thought I was getting a promotion.
What you are getting does start with a P, and it is corporal.
Oh, que le pegging commence.
Yay! The insane.
I was hoping the P stood for pussy, but apparently, according to this, I have a small penis. I get pegged, and I'm a soldier. I'm a Marine, actually.
Hey, that sounds like a very happy ending for me.
So yeah, so the one thing that is true in this is you are former Marines. So there you go.
What do you say? Like, there is two lies and one true. Which one?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Well, I think that concludes our third edition of Match My Freak with Hope Fontaine and Adam X. Lee. Adam, if you can tell the viewers where to find you.
Yeah, of course. I'm on Instagram and TikTok. You're mainly going to find, just type in Successful Degenerates. You'll find it on almost every platform. If you're not sure, go to successfuldegenerates.tv and all the links will be on there.
And Hope, where can everybody find you?
Instagram, Twitter, Hope Fontaine 123, and then I got links on that for more spicy things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got the spicy ones too.
Yeah, you find the links.
And the website, which will be even spicier.
Yeah.
Amazing. And you can find Match My Freak on Instagram at Match My Freak Pod, here on YouTube at Late AF Productions, and on OnlyFans. I am Mimi Landrew. You can find me on Instagram at Mimi Landrew, MIMILANDRU. See ya, freaks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Au revoir,
Later.
motherfuckers.
Do I get a t-shirt? 'Cause you couldn't last night?